Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are tackling the last video from beginner-friendly lines, and we have mediums left. So let's take a look into the top 3 beginner-friendly medium lines, and I must admit that there is not many choices to choose from, to be completely honest with you. And I think we can easily start everything from 140. 140 is just overall pretty beautiful tank on its own, at least in my opinion. The line that goes towards the 140, T34 great tank, T34 85 great tank, T43 probably may give some troubles for someone, but overall great tank, T44 great tank, 54 great tank, and 140 great tank. All of this line is quite beginner friendly in my opinion, and 140 is not exception either, because Wargaming buffed this beautiful magnificent mother trucker quite heavily, and it has pretty good gun. It has pretty good combination of the things. You can play a bit safer, you can play a bit more aggressively, and you can do plenty of the bad things for the enemies, at least in my opinion. Armor wise, you will get plenty of the bouncing shots or plenty of the ricochets in the turret, although you have cupolas that can be penetrated and your lower plate is not the finest, but if you are using the gun depression properly, you can actually have even better result. Where the side scrapping goes, you can troll some enemies over there. What I'm trying to say that the tank is overall solid, and that DPM you can catch someone on the track, and you can make sure that folks would not enjoy themselves that much. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully this is understandable explanation why do I think that this tank deserves to be in the list, right? And we need to keep this in mind that for beginner friendly lines needs to be a bit more forgiving, you know. They need to have tiny touch armor or a lot of armor depending on the situation, and overall the tanks just needs to be relatively good or have something to offer, and I think that 140 line definitely does have plenty of the stuff to offer overall. So let's see what we can do for the mother truckers that are crossing through the middle and that are making some silly goose mistakes. Now, 140 gun is great. 340 alpha damage. Yes, Wargaming buffed this tank. It used to be 320, now it's 340. It has decent, it has very fast shell velocity as well, which is very much appreciated, at least in my opinion, and especially for beginners, right? If you cannot penetrate with a standard ammunition, you can always load the hits, and you can grill someone in the face with a 330 millimeters of penetration. In other words, the tank has a lot of good things to offer, at least in my opinion. It is just a solid tank. There is nothing to cry about and nothing bad to say. The gun handling is also kind of alright. Like I said before, you can kind of snipe from the back if needed, so but you are not really forced to. In other words, you can make quite a bit of the pressure as well if needed, so just because of that armor that you have, right? And you can punish the tanks like Batchet without any troubles whatsoever. You can be extremely annoying, and you can make them to regret their life choices quite a bit. And this is exactly what we are showcasing in this battle. I don't think that you need to know exactly how to play with this tank in order to be successful. At least that's what I think, and it is one of the more friendly tanks. It is one of the more friendly tanks for sure, at least in my opinion. That being said, let's try to relocate, and while we are trying to relocate, we are trying to punish the T100 for obvious reasons, and now we want to run away from here because this Batchet is very annoying, and he's going to be spotting us. Plus, on top of that, we can clearly see that enemy heavy tanks are going through the city, and soon we are going to be in the position from where we can start farming the folks sitting in the castle, or maybe trying to escape from the castle as well. that would be very much appreciated, and that would be absolutely amazing, and that's what we are looking for, right? And in my opinion, mediums are overall very comfortable tanks to play with, or overall the class to play with. Some people do not really appreciate them, which is understandable, because, you know, if you are making a bad decision, considering that you have the lesser armor than heavy tanks does, you will get punished significantly heavier. But overall, I think that medium tanks are, at least for me, it is my second favorite class to play in the game. And obviously, I'm not a new player by any shape or any form, but I know that there are plenty of the new players who does enjoy the flexibility of the medium tank for obvious reasons. Now, this is kind of a mistake by me, not gonna lie. This is not what I want to have, and this is not what I want to experience, but that is okay. We are kind of alright, we are fine. All we need to do, we need to try to escape from here before it's too late for obvious reasons, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. Good, we eliminated this Type 71, now the E1 Honda is going through the open field, which is good. He just missed his shot, and oh boy, you are in a loads of Kaku, I can promise you that. E100 is trying to escape from here, and you know what, we are going to make sure that his butt will get bursted beyond belief while he is trying to run away for his life for obvious reasons. And we did not even felt how quickly we got 5,000 damage and 1,000 assisting damage. I'm telling you, what they have done to the 140 lately with the buffs, this tank, you know, from being, yeah, this is 140, it's alright, it became, ooh, 140. Oh my bananas from Banana Land. 140. Have you seen 140? Ooh, what a sweet, magnificent mother trucker. This is how I feel like about this tank myself. And honestly, at least in my opinion, the tank has plenty of the good stuff to offer. But once again, that is only me. That is only me. How are you doing this fine day? Having a good time? Excellent. And concept, I don't even know where the concept is sitting yet, but I don't really think it makes a difference. Yeah, I think this is kind of a game over. Beautiful, beautiful tank overall, and I don't feel like I have done something extraordinary over there, and it did not felt like I played like a champion, you know? And we have a solid pretty much 7,000 combined just like so, right? So that is absolutely glorious. And please, fellas, keep this in mind that you can share your opinion in the comment section down below. Do you think I nailed this video where the beginner-friendly medium lines goes? Lines, not only one tank. Do you think I nailed it, or do you think I misfired and I made a mistake? I'm very, very curious what you have to say, and what do you think about it? Yeah, I'm very curious about that. So, all in all, everything is completely okay. We have done the things properly. We did the things well. We finished everything with a solid 5.7 thousand damage and 4,000 assisting damage. That is great. We are first by experience. We are first by the damage, and we got 129,000 profits, which is absolutely amazing. Moving on to the next tank instantly, it is 430U in my opinion. I think that this armor saves this tank quite a bit, although it is not a sniper schnitzel gun. 430U armor is quite well armored, especially on the flat ground. You have only weak lower plate, but if you are hiding this lower plate, good luck to penetrate you. Unless someone is loading gold, then it is easier. But still, depending on the matchmaking, how the things are looking like, you can be very powerful. Same goes for 430U. You can be extremely powerful mother trucker as well. It's not so simple to penetrate you, although there are some weaknesses in the shoulders, and you can get penetrated obviously towards the cupola, which is very important thing to say as well. So keep this in mind. That being said, you have literally the same road towards this vehicle, right? So you are going dun, you are going up over there, and you are ending up towards the 430U. And I think that after update or after the buff, object 432U is going to be significantly more powerful tank, right? I think it is going to be quite beginner friendly. It's going to be a bit of the bully. And I know I kind of need to wait until the tank will get buffed overall, speaking about the buffs. But I won't wait for it because I don't want to keep you waiting for a whole straight month or 2 weeks until the tank will come. So we are instantly going with this vehicle. I have played quite a lot with this tank, and even though the tank is nothing extraordinary at this point in time, and as a matter of fact, I would say the tank is overall quite weak, I think that after the buffs will come for this tank, and it will go in somewhere in the middle of the January. If I'm not mistaken, the patch will come somewhere around 14th of January, 12th of January, somewhere around that week, right? So I think that it will make very much sense where this video goes, right? But keep this in mind, we are playing with old version of the vehicle, right? And I think that the 430U is kind of a bully as well. You know, you can go into the heavy line and you can be a bit more cheeky mother trucker, if you will. You know what I mean? I believe you do know. So what is the special function of this tank? And after the buffs, it's going to be the same thing. Whenever you are clicking X, you are getting better alpha damage. So if you are calculating everything properly, let's say you are allocating for 5 seconds, you can come to the enemy and you can blast them for 600 alpha damage. And if you did not manage to blast them, you can you will get a bit lesser penalty compared to what you are getting now. Although, since you are playing against the heavy tanks all the time, at least in my opinion, this is how it should be done with this vehicle, right? I would say that the gold ammunition is very much must on this tank, and it is not so simple to just shoot the standards all the time and you should be feeling all right. I really don't think that it is the situation and it is the case, but that's only me. Anyways, what we are trying to do, we are trying to definitely punish the guys who are getting involved over there for obvious reasons, right? And we are just trying to be smart and to be patient and to just simply punish the enemy forces for obvious reasons. That's what we want to do, and that's what we are doing. Now, any tank with which you kind of need to play like a heavy tank, right? Some folks would say, oh yeah, it is definitely kind of friendly tank because you could potentially bounce a lot of shots and you can always choose to play safer. But you tell me, this is probably the questionable guess from my side, because some folks would definitely say, maybe I would prefer more of a sniper schnitzel medium tank, right? Because I can calm down a bit, I can do the things a bit differently, and I can make quite a different play style, you know? And I understand that and I respect that as well. Also, the gun DPM is going to be better in the next patch of this tank, so it will definitely be a very, very different situation and just a more comfortable mother trucker to play with. Keep this in mind. But, you know, once again, you are charging the gun, you are peeking for a millisecond whenever the time is right, and you can definitely be annoying towards the enemies. And this is what you want to see whenever you are playing with a tanks like so, right? Too bad we did not penetrate the flattest lower plate ever, which was quite sad thing, but oh well, what can you do? Nothing. We can see that this almighty JP's is still looking at us, but we are completely fine, and we are slowly but surely trying to do our best over there by eliminating the enemy forces that are playing in this area, right? And for this almighty Jack Panzer, it's not the easiest thing to hit us over there, and we can see his flat lower plate, and you can trust me, we are going to take advantage out of it as much as we physically and possibly can. And as you can see with the hits, it's not a big deal that you are shredding through the tank. But once again, for a tier 11 standards, this is not the most competitive tank in the World of Tanks period. I really want to highlight that. I think it's going to be significantly better after the patch, and in this video we are giving a very big benefit of the doubt where this vehicle goes, okay? Please keep this in mind. And you know, I do not have a crystal ball. I cannot say, oh yeah, so everything will go da 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 da. I do not have a crystal ball. I cannot guarantee you that, but this is my educated guess, if you will. Or maybe not so educated guess. Who knows? Who knows, folks? Okay, that was bad. Not much what we can change about this. I think we can go in. Yep, we can go in. We are just simply going in front. Good, we are trying to eliminate this gentleman. We did eliminate this gentleman. That's good. Now we are going to eliminate the Mr. Rambo because we can. We are going to be okay. Rambo is eliminated. Nice. Now all we need to do, we need to go for the T803 for obvious reasons. We understand that he is a powerful tank and he has a very great DPM, but we frankly just don't care. We are just going up front. We are shooting him into the lower plate. Meanwhile, we notice that Manticore doesn't pay attention, so we are just simply pushing him out of position. We can see this Bazel looking at us. We don't care. We are sticking our gun to his gun in the hopes that he is not going to penetrate us. Luckily, he didn't. And now we are going to slap him in the shoulder. He's questioning his life choices and his sanity, and he's saying, you know what? Eat Kaku. Object 432 is broken and overpowered. And once again, right here we have done everything properly. We played by the book of this tank. This is not so much of the sniper schnitzel of the tank because it's not created for this. It is created to go somewhere to play in close range slash medium range. It's not a Leopard 1 that you are sniping from 500 meters distance and you are I am having the best time ever. No. This tank is not created for that. And trust me, after the buffs, the tank is going to be definitely more powerful, right? So let's keep this in mind. Anyways, we finished everything with 5,000 damage, which I'm completely fine with. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got ourselves a bit of the profits, although we would not receive the profits if we would not get battle payments or holiday ops bonus or World of Tanks Plus bonus, right? So keep this in mind. Other thing, I think I don't need to highlight anything else over there. Yeah, we are fine. Now, last but not least, I was thinking between a couple of the tanks because on the one hand, for beginner friendly, sniping from the back is pretty beneficial. So Leo 1 could work even though you don't have armor, you have a godlike gun, right? But in the same time, the Leo 1 has kind of a stinker of the tier 11, okay? And it is... I'm not entirely sure how much better the Leo 120 will be for beginners, you know, in the tier 11. I'm just simply not sure about that. So I took the safer option, and instead of going towards the Leopard 1 line, because the tier 11 was such a big disappointment, even though the buffs are coming, I don't really think that it is going to be so much crazy better, and we are looking into the line as well, so I made a decision to go for E50M. I think E50M can snipe as good as Leopard or close to that, plus on top of that you have some trollish armor, so you can play long distance, you can play short distance, you can ram tanks. It's just better choice. And looking into the line, comparing those two, if you are looking into the Leopard 1, Paper kind of complicated to play with, Paper kind of complicated to play with, Paper good sniper schnitzel, Paper good sniper schnitzel, Paper okay sniper schnitzel. And now whenever we are looking into the E50M line, we are seeing straight up tier 6 bully. VK 3002M is absolutely glorious. Panther, after the changes, is still okay. I would not say it's crazy mother trucker, but it's okay. Same goes for a Panther 2. Once again, sniper schnitzels, when the time is coming, you are making much more pressure. You know, you are not trying to say, I'm a big tank, I need to go in front. No. You are playing a bit more safer with those mother truckers, but if needed, you can do that. And E50 is a great tank, although the penetration with a gold ammunition is low for the tier 9, only 270, and E50M is a gem as well. Both of those tanks are fine. So I made a decision from all of those tanks to highlight where the lines are going to. I think that the E50M would be the best choice, at least in my opinion, because looking into everything, I mean, Progetto, hard mother trucker, Udes, very hard mother trucker, CS63 for a beginner, haha, good one, TVP, hard mother trucker, STB, hard mother trucker, and you need to go through all Chiris, Chitas, Chitos, it is rough. The honorable mention probably could go for 1-1 as well, but once again, no gun depression can mess a couple of some people as well. Driving this thing Concept 5 is very, very hard, and I don't think it is beginner friendly. Centurion could be beginner friendly, but once again, the moment you are on the open field, you are getting ammo react and you are taking one for the team. And in my opinion, the E50 line is easier to play than Centurion. Batched hard, X30B, haha. Patton, kind of hard in my opinion. T62A, obviously this is collector vehicle together with 30B. Key 91, I mean, for beginners, no thank you, and Leo. So I think our choice that we have made here is pretty good, and I think that E50M line is easier to play than Leo 1, with giving some honorable mentions to the Leo 1, which giving honorable mention probably for Centurion Action 10 as well. I think we nailed this list. Okay, let's go into the game with E50 and let's have some fun. I want to see a decent game, and hopefully we will be able to ram some other trackers as well. That would be very much appreciated, right? And where the E50M goes, it is quite armored. As you can see, you can get some random bounces, you can kind of side scrap, although some people know that your face is penetratable and your lower plate can be penetratable as well, but you can get some bounces overall as well, and it is a very, very beautiful, magnificent mother trucker in my opinion, especially whenever you are playing against the lower tiers. I kind of want to have a sniping build over there, honestly. I kind of want to have a sniper build. I mean, I don't see myself playing into the city. I just simply think that it is not the greatest choice from our side. So lurking towards the middle sniping could be definitely worthwhile solution or the option overall, right? At least that's what I want to believe. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we can do the things. The goal is simple. We are taking the middle, and from the middle we are just trying to punish the enemies, right? Also, just a side note, I love this crow camo. This matte finish and everything is so sweet. I very much enjoy it and I very much like it, okay? I really want to highlight this. I know it is a random thought and whatnot. I get it, and it's very subjective who likes one or another style, but this style is absolutely glorious to me personally. I really much enjoy it and I really much appreciate it. That being said, maybe this is another secret bonus for a tank, you know? Now, where the gun goes, I think that this gun is very close level of the Leo 1. I truly believe in that, and I think that Leo 1 has a bit better gun than this tank does, but you know, combination of the things and able to bounce a shot once in a while, it definitely adds a tiny touch of beginner friendliness towards the vehicle for sure. I'm ashamed, it's okay, it doesn't really change absolutely anything. We can see almighty Jack Pizda going through the open field. We are definitely punishing him for that. That is good, very, very nice. Leo is getting tracked. How are you doing? And once again, we are doing the same thing that you could do with Almighty Leo, but with a bit of the safer features, if you will, with a bit more armor and ability to ram the enemies as well, right? We definitely cannot say that it's not the case. We just can't say that, can we? We just can't. We positioned ourselves in a good position from where we are making sure that every and each mother trucker would take one for the team. This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. And in the same time, right there, we are just simply making sure that we will have our eyes wildly open, and whenever enemy team will do something silly, and silly they do, we are going to be having a blast, and we are going to enjoy ourselves, right? And once again, those random bounces mean something, at least in my opinion. Okay, meanwhile, Concept is down to Fartable. This is exactly what we want to see. So since he is down to Fartable, we just simply want to eliminate him from the game. Thank you very much. And now we are sitting very, very well here while we are waiting until our IS-7 will showcase some more sniper schnitzels here in the back, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. Now, we kind of need to make a decision to which side do we want to make pressure and how we want to get involved into this game as well, right? We kind of need to do that. And I am considering the heavy line, with all honesty. I am kind of considering the heavy line because I have a feeling that all the sniper schnitzels are going to be eaten by our snipers from the back. And once again, please pay attention into the gun handling of this tank. Everyone is talking Leo, 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 amazing, Leo, Leo, Leo. And I feel like folks are forgetting how beautiful it is, this sweet, magnificent mother trucker, right? At least this is how I feel like. And once again, it's not that you cannot snipe from the back. As a matter of fact, all our game we are sniping from the back, right? And we are sitting on the 3000 damage with a big smile on our faces. Now, we can clearly see Mr. Hacker sitting over there. That is okay. It doesn't bother me by any shape or any form. I am feeling quite fine. And now we will try to make quite a bit of pressure for this E5, right? That's all we need to do for a full happiness in this type of situation. We don't really care that we are trading over there. We are okay. We are reloading for pretty much the same time as this gentleman does, and we have a very, very nice angle as well. He is in the deep Kaku hole at this point in time because our guys are flanking him. That's great. We are slapping him in the side. That's good, and now we are trying to help our Baza 75 to deal with this hacker, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. We are going to eliminate him just like so. We know that enemy clicker is sitting somewhere in this area as well. So for him, we are going to load the high explosive ammunition because we can, and we will try to kaboom one-shot him. That's what we have done properly. Once again, just beautiful combination of the things where this tank goes. You can snipe, you can make pressure, and even though we haven't bounced anything in this game, in some games you can actually bounce quite a lot and you can feel very comfortable with yourself. So this is my top 3 beginner-friendly medium lines, and I want to believe that we nailed it, but in reality you never know. And please leave your comment down below, and obviously if you are enjoying what you are seeing, you can always send a big wet kiss for us by liking the video or overall subscribing into the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. That would be very, very, very much appreciated. Okay, I'm feeling good, fellas. I am feeling very, very good. Also, I think we have done a very beautiful job. I definitely do feel like we did a good job. 4.8 thousand damage, 1.3 thousand assisting damage. That is completely fine. It's all right. And we have 90,000 profits as well. So that is beautiful. Now, we played 3 games with different tanks, right? And we played with 432U for 5,000 damage. That was completely fine. We played with 140 for 5.7 thousand damage and 1,000 assisting damage. That was great. And E50, very beautiful 4.8 thousand damage and 1.3 thousand assisting damage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I very much enjoyed making this video. I hope you can say the same thing. Thank you very much for watching and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.